Ma exercise 7.6 question number 9. Actually question number 9 I gave homework when I'm teaching the continuous sums, but I'm doing now. Most of the people have not done, so that I'm doing. So question number 9, I is equal to integral x into cos inverse x into dx. Okay, so we can go highlight here because it's look like a integration by parts only. If I'm what is that, x is the algebra, cos inverse is the inverse function, so that first one what we have, u is equal to I means cos inverse x, and v is equal to x. U dash we have to find them, right? U dash we have to find. U dash na cos inverse of x derivative minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square into, and the integral v dx, which means x, if we take integral, what I will be getting, x square divided by 2. Now we can apply in the formula. Okay, uv formula we can go integral uv dx, which is equal to u into integral v dx minus integral of u dash into integral v dx into overall 1 dx. Okay, this is the sum, right? Sorry, formula. So in the formula we will apply all those things. So integral question first I'm writing cos inverse x into cos inverse x into dx equal to u. U means cos inverse x, right? Cos inverse x here into integral v dx na, that is x square divided by 2, x square divided by 2 minus integral u dash in the sense what, minus 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. This is the u dash, and integral v into dx na, here we have, that is x square divided by 2 into overall dx. This one we have to simplify. Okay, now I is equal to, here we have x square into cos inverse x whole divided by 2. So this one I multiplied each other and I wrote there. Okay, right. Now what is that, minus we have here, and this is what, minus 1 into x square na, minus x square, what we can say, minus x square divided by square root of 1 minus x square into dx. Now you have to simplify. For simplifying, children, listen, you cannot take direct integral for this. So the denominator what we have, same term you try to bring in a numerator. So that I need a plus 1 in a numerator. So that what you do, you add 1 and subtract 1. You add 1 and subtract 1. Then question not change meaning. Okay. So that what is that, x square into cos inverse x divided by 2 minus, what is that, 1 minus x square divided by square root of 1 minus x square into dx. Sir, this negative common for both, so I am giving the bracket, minus integral 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square into dx. Okay, right. So this by 2 is missing here, it seems. So if you give the by 2 commonly outside na, so here it will be coming, the 1 by 2 will be here commonly. Okay, for both. Right, now again I is equal to x square into cos inverse x divided by 2 minus 1 by 2 into, children, now you can simplify this numerator. You can simplify this numerator. How na? Listen, I will give with the example like this. Suppose x divided by root x, if we have in the sense, this one you can write root x. How is there? How we can write this? Because that x you can write root x into root x. Denominator 1 root x is there. When you cancel both numerator and denominator na, what I am getting, which is equal to root x. So that this is fully x and this is root x. When you simplify, what are you getting? That you see, you will be getting square root of 1 minus x square into dx. The last step I have used. Okay, and minus this one direct answer pa. What is the formula ma? Integral 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square into dx na. What is the formula for this pa? Very good, sin inverse formula. So that sin inverse x, sin inverse x plus the c will give later. The 1 by 2 still we have a commonly outside. Okay. The 1 by 2 still we have a commonly outside. Right, fine. Now we can apply integral for this, Raja. So, have you remember the formula what it is? X square into cos inverse x divided by 2 minus 1 by 2 into, what is the formula for this, ma? Anyone have you remember this? What is the formula for integral square root of a square minus x square into dx na? What we can say this x divided by 2 square root of a square minus x square and plus a square divided by 2 into what, my dear, sin inverse x divided by a plus c. So this is the formula I am going to use. This is the formula I am going to use for this one. So that x by 2, so that x divided by 2 into question means 1 minus x square plus a square by 2 na 1 square divided by 2 into sin inverse x by a na x by 1. Okay, that's it, over. Then this minus sin inverse you can write as it is. So that minus sin inverse x you can write as it is, overall 1 plus c. Right, fine. Children, these together you can subtract half sin inverse x minus 1 sin inverse x. When you subtract both, what I am getting, pa? Minus 1 by 2 we have here. So this is x divided by 2 square root of 1 minus x square. When you subtract both, what I am getting? Highest number is negative. So that minus 1 by 2 into sin inverse x I am getting plus c. Okay. Overall, you can simplify this. Take the minus 1 by 2 multiply inside, so that we'll see what we are getting. X square into cos inverse x divided by 2 minus x divided by 2 2s are 4. Okay, into square root of 1 minus x square minus. So this minus will be positive. X into x plus, sorry, minus and minus plus 1 by 2 into 1 by 2 now 1 by 4 sin inverse x plus c. Okay, this is the overall answer. But children, question they gave cos inverse, right? Here we got a sin inverse. If you want to write, you can bring in the form of cos inverse also. So that this is one answer, final answer. Or the formula we know very well. What formula? Cos inverse x plus sin inverse x is equal to pi by 2. This formula you can use. So instead of sin inverse x, we can write pi by 2 minus cos inverse x you can write. Instead of sin inverse x you can write what, my dear? Pi by 2 minus cos inverse x. So instead of this you can write, if you want you can write that also. Okay. I hope book back they gave in cos only, we will change. Can I have the first page, pa? Have you done the first page? First page, is anyone writing? No. So let me simplify this, ma. Raja, so that R answer I am giving. This is I is equal to R answer I gave. So that R answer I am giving. I is equal to x square into cos inverse. Sorry, what is that? Cos inverse x divided by 2 minus, this is what? It's a minus, right? Yeah, minus. Children, here we have a minus. So minus x divided by 4 square root of 1 minus x square and plus 1 divided by 4 into, instead of sin inverse I am going to use pi by 2 cos inverse. Okay. So that what actually pi by 2 minus cos inverse x plus c. Okay. Now take the 1 by 4 you multiply inside, pa. Take the 1 by 4 multiply inside. Let's see what we are getting. X square into cos inverse x divided by 2 minus x divided by 4 square root of 1 minus x square plus 1 into pi divided by pi by 8 minus 1 by 4 into cos inverse x plus c. Children, pi by 8 constant, c also constant. Then together you can write plus c. Okay. So that remaining x square into whatever the constant, you should write only c. You should not take that constant and all together. Understand? Whatever the constant you finding, you should write c only. So that except pi by 8 remaining I wrote pi by 8 and c together I'm writing plus c. If you want to mention you can mention, where capital C is equal to pi by 8 plus c. Also you can write. That's it. If you want to simplify more you can do, or else better you can stop here. Okay, right. If you want you can simplify this also. If you want you can simplify. Means the cos inverse you can take outside. While you take cos inverse if you are taking outside now, what I am getting, x square divided by 2 minus 1 by 4 and minus x square root of 1 minus x square divided by 4 plus c. And if you take LCM here, if you take LCM in the denominator, 4 we can take outside. So that cos inverse x divided by 4 into 2x square minus 1 minus x into square root of 1 minus x square divided by 4 plus c. That's it. I gave 3 different answer. Answer number 1 and answer number 2 here. If you want this also you can take. 3 answer I gave. Any one if you give also they will accept in the board exam. So you don't want to worry. Okay, you don't want to worry. Surely they will accept in the board exam. Understand? Right. We'll go to next one. What we have to go? Example. Sorry, MCQs. 20 to 23. Yeah. Next question number 23. Ma. This is choose the correct answer. You can see here I is equal to integral x square into e power x cube into dx. Don't try in a highlight. Don't try in a highlight because x cube is there. X cube if you take t na t x cube derivative what pa 3 into x square. So that the x square automatically will be going. So that what you do later, t is equal to x cube you take. When you differentiate t na dt, x cube derivative 3x square, x derivative dx. 3 when you send opposite na dt divided by 3 x square into dx. So that this x square with dx we can write dt by 3. And integral e power x cube you can write t because we assumed t into dt divided by 3. That by 3 you take outside. What is integral e power t pa? Integral e power t is called e power t only plus c. So that e power x is what? Sorry, t is what? X cube divided by 3 plus c. Where is the option pa? What is the answer? Option A we have. Option A 1 by 3 e power x cube plus c. Option A. Okay. Next question number 24 Raja. 24th one. Integral e power x. The secant you multiply inside. Secant alone you multiply. 1 into secant x plus secant into tan. Okay, will be coming as it is into dx. Children listen pa. If you take this I na, the formula you people have remember right? Integral e power x into what we can say f of x plus f dash of x. Formula is there now. What you can write this? E power x into f of x you can write. E power x into f of x. So you can notice that the secant x if you take f of x now and this one f dash of x. Have you noticed it? Secant derivative secant into tan only. Secant derivative what my dear? Secant into tan. So that you can use. Okay. Right, fine. So I is equal to I can write e power x into f of x. F of x is what? Secant x plus c. Where we have this? Where we have this option B. Option B is the required answer. If you have a doubt now, f of x is equal to you take. What is that? F of x equal to secant x if you are taking now. F dash of x what you will say? Secant into tan. Because secant derivative secant into tan. Okay. That is what we are getting. That's it. Okay, pa 7.6 apa. 7.6 completed ma. Next video I will come with 7.6. Okay pa. Thank you. Take care. Bye pa.